Hey Dons, my name is Caroline.
And my name is Miller.
Welcome back to ATV News.
Dons, interested in joining the Aragon dance program? Contact Miss Castillo on campus or via the email mcastillo@smush.org with any questions.
Calling all seniors, sign up at this link to participate in our Teachers vs. Students game show, Are You Smarter Than a Senior?, on Friday, April 12th at lunch in the theater. Test your knowledge about topics such as pop culture, science, sports, and more. It will be seniors against senior faculty, but everyone is encouraged to come watch. Hey Miller, have you ever heard of the author Agatha Christie?
No, who's she?
She wrote my favorite book, Murder on the Orient Express. You should definitely read it.
Ugh, I'm way too lazy to read a book.
Wait, don't worry, I heard that Aragon Drama will be putting on the play.
Really?
Yeah, let's check out how they prepare for this production.
Good evening. The story you represent is one of romance and tragedy.
Every year, the Aragon Drama Department puts on a spring play, this year's being Murder on the Orient Express, an adaptation from Agatha Christie's murder mystery novel.
With opening night just 1 week away, actors are making their final preparations to put forth their best work when they step onto stage.
My favorite moments, and so honestly I'd say like the costume parade where just everyone gets to wear their costumes and we take the promotional photos. It's almost like kind of like a sneak peek of like what we're going to be actually doing on stage, which is always really fun.
My favorite moment in the play is probably getting to slap Jack, who plays Samuel Ratchet, in the face. It's a really fun moment for me.
Some of the challenges I've faced definitely are just like some of the memorization has been kind of difficult.
One skill for this show that's big is accents, being able to take on a certain voice, but another big one is diction. Being able to be understood by the audience is really important. The community is really cool. You can really feel it when the show is coming together of all of the people that are putting in their best acting, their best accent, and you can feel it on the stage of everyone working together.
It can be kind of stressful sometimes, especially like in those last few rehearsals before the actual performance.
Before the show, it's a lot of adrenaline. You're feeling a little bit nervous, a little bit excited. It's like kind of a mix of everything. So it's just like a really fun mess.
The moments before the play are really scary. I've never had a role this big, so I'm gonna be really, really stressed.
But like during the actual show, it all kind of pays off just because it's like everything's all put together.
Actors, however, are not the only people that are working to make this play possible. Stage crew also puts in a lot of work behind the scene to ensure that everything comes together once the curtains are open.
My favorite moment in the play so far is probably scaring everybody backstage.
My favorite moment is just starting to see everything come together and all the different parts that everyone has been working on finally make one show. The community on stage crew is a lot of fun to be in. We're all just kind of hanging out, joking around, having a lot of fun when we're not doing stuff. And then when we are working on stuff, we all know how to work together really well and all that.
One challenge that you can expect from stage crew is probably the weight of the sets. A lot of our sets are pretty big and we have to move them around, so it could be hard.
I think that people don't expect how much coordination and organization goes on, because you're not just doing your one job. You have to make sure everyone else's job is all working together.
On Thursday, March 21st, all the preparations will be coming together in the Aragon Theater at 7 p.m. Tickets are free for all students with a smushed ID, and attendance is encouraged. And for ATV News, I'm Alex Pate.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it live.
Do you love trivia games? Do you want to challenge your trivia knowledge? Come to Center Court on Tuesday, March 19th during lunch for a fun March-themed Jeopardy game. Answer the questions and receive a sweet prize. The harder the question, the better the prize. And don't forget to answer the questions in the form of a question. See you there.
Dons, this year's faculty recognition is introducing staff superlatives. There are 55 different superlatives for the student body to vote on a staff member that best embodies the title. At the end of the month, these superlatives will be posted on the winner's doors. Scan the QR code or enter the bit.ly to access the form. Happy voting!
Caroline, have you wanted to be part of a group on campus that is super supportive and accepting?
Yeah, sometimes. Why?
Well, I heard about a club that accepts everyone, plus they also go on really cool field trips.
Really? That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, why don't we check out the different activities that happen in GSA?
I joined GSA because in middle school I didn't really have a community with other people that are part of the LGBTQ community. We usually go through a slideshow that talks about different historical figures that either supported the community or made great strides within it.
We want club members to learn about the LGBTQ plus community, and sometimes it's about different identities, sometimes it's about history. As the president, I'm mainly in charge of communicating with the club members, the club officers, the club supervisor, sometimes other groups we have to coordinate with.
We have a group chat where we collaborate and come up with ideas for slides and what to talk about and discuss recent events.
We reaffirm everybody's gender identity, sexual identity, make sure that everybody feels valid and validated. For the wider community, we make queer identities known. We educate about queer culture and queer history in places there's often a lack of education about that. But we also try to be upstanding members of the Aragon community.
We have the Pride Rally and football games in October, which people in the club can offer to help out with.
We present in health and ethnic studies classes for freshmen twice a year. Everybody's welcome to participate in those activities. So as a treasurer, I deal with all financial matters. I fill out financial forms anytime we need to take out or deposit money.
The field trips were restarted last year. GSA goes to the Castro district and San Francisco. The Castro district has historically a large LGBTQ plus community, the largest in the world, in fact.
It was the epicenter of the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s in San Francisco. It also has important queer culture nowadays, including art, volunteering, drag, and music.
We had a tour guide tell us the history of Harvey Milk and the significance of what he had done for the Castro district.
We go to second place. This year we went to a art exhibit.
It was so much fun. We got to learn so much about San Francisco and about queer history in our area. The club meets every Tuesday in room 123, that's Mr. Bravo's room, between A and B halls.
We are open to everyone. This includes both LGBTQ plus members and allies.
All are welcome to show up. We're very welcoming to everybody, and we hope to see you there.
Thanks for watching.
Join GSA, have fun with us.
Wow, I'm so glad Aragon has a supportive community.
March is Women's History Month, and to celebrate, Cultural Commission will be hosting a Make Your Own Mark event. Come down to A Hall near the Leadership Room, room 112, on Friday, March 15th to make your mark on a community mural celebrating the women who make up Aragon. You will dip your hand into paint and add it to our mural. Hope to see you there.
It's week 2 of Dawn Madness. As a reminder, the class that chooses the number closest to the randomly generated number will move on each week. If you're class 1, choose a number between 1 to 100. Make sure you choose a team name if you haven't already. The winning class will receive a prize. Good luck.
I've been really needing some new clothes lately.
Yeah, me too. I always wear the same hoodie.
Clothes are just so expensive these days.
I know, I really need to find a way to get clothes for a good price.
Wait, I heard that there are these kids on campus who get tons of clothes for cheap prices and even sell them online.
That's so cool. Why don't we check out how they run their business?
Key Vintage is an online store where people can order clothes that I curate from different thrift stores. I started reselling clothes about a year ago because I had too many, my closet was full, and I needed money.
So I started reselling clothes during the quarantine, I think when I was about like 12-ish. I actually started selling shoes first in order to make some money off of reselling. And then I transitioned into vintage clothing.
I like to resell all types of clothes, usually from the 2000s and the 90s because they're really popular right now. Usually me and my friend Bobby, we go out to San Carlos and Redwood City, and early in the morning, and we take the train. We go through thrift stores and get a huge amount of clothes, pick up anything we can find, and then try to resell it, which it usually does, which is great.
Jude sells pants and jeans. I'm mostly in the graphic tees and jackets for now. So I sell most of the clothes on Depop, which is an online marketplace for vintage clothes. And my main demographic is people that are my age or a little bit older.
You get money from people all around the world that want to buy your clothes, so you ship out your orders to the post office. And sometimes my friends want to buy clothes off me, so I could just sell it to them at school, obviously, for a better price. I price things based on the value of the clothing and if someone will actually wear it, and depending on how rare it is, because most of the time people are looking for clothes that you can't find anywhere else.
So I price based on how old the item is, or based on like if it's a double stitch or a single stitch, and basically just the quality of the clothing as well as kind of the graphic design of that clothing as well.
I spread word through social media. I have an Instagram account. And the Depop I started 6 months ago with my friend Mateo. We grew a lot of followers and have had over 150 sales over the past 6 months. Most of my friends know about our website.
Just make sure to, I'll plug the socials again, Tiki Vintage on TikTok, Instagram, and on Depop. Make sure to
That's great that students here on campus are always coming up with new ways to earn some extra money in super cool ways.
Hey Dons, come join us during Flex in the NPR on Friday, March 15th for snacks and our JSA Diversity in Us AAPI in Government and Law speaker event. There will be AAPI leaders who will speak about their experience in government, leadership, and law, and speak about the effects of AAPI stereotypes. All right, Dons, that's all we have for you today. And remember,